in little pieces. Where did your week go? Where did your meditation time go? I mean, I enjoy True Blood. Believe me, I love True Blood. It's just an amazing show. It's really well done. The hour flies by. I love Cleve. Nothing wrong with some entertainment. It's really great. But how much time did you give to your spiritual life as well? What did you accomplish this week that made your life more prosperous, more happy, more creative, that moved you forward to your divine goals that you've been longing to have in your life? What part of you did you give to another person for a little while so they could be heard, so that they could be loved and honored? Okay, you hit the gym, you went for a walk, great. We need to do something, as I said, for the body template. It's very important to do that. And maybe you did put aside time on Sunday morning for a service or at your church or center, and perhaps you had a great meditation time for a few minutes here and there during the week. But how focused were you on your divine plan for success, waiting for you to finish Farmville on Facebook? You know, we all do it. We all take that time to putter and to do things and to let go. It's very necessary to daydream and do that once in a while. But we all watch the days and the hours and the weeks and the months just fly by. And 20 years go by and we say, where did they go? Where did, from 2000 to 2010, go? It went by so quickly. Like the little ribbons in the basket. Where did they go? Where did the time go? So we've had these years. We've had time that we wanted to do our divine plan, that we had these goals, that we had so much to do in our life. But we had television to watch. Jon Stewart was on, Rachel Maddow was on, all these people were on, and we had to do all this stuff. So here, we've got all these hours, and they're sitting there. They're lying on the floor, and we look at them and go, God, where did all that time go? Where did my life go? And where's my divine plan in all of this? We watch 30, 40, 50, 70 years go by, and we're flipping out because life isn't what we thought it was going to be when we were 15, 18, 20, 25. You know, I was watching the Olympics a few years back with my dad, and I suddenly realized, now this is a really, really weird and very odd realization. We'll show how the mind goes. I was watching and I began to feel really sad and I began to really grieve because I realized I was never going to win a medal for the parallel bars. Now mind you, I was ever only on the parallel bars twice in my life. But I felt a real grieving because I knew I was never going to win a medal for being on the parallel bars. Totally illogical. And disconcerting all at the same time. That in this incarnation, I was never going to excel at flipping myself over these bars. I got so upset that right then and there, I decided to go get a cup of ice cream. And that whole grieving thing just kind of left after having some ice cream. But I ask you, what are you grieving over? What do you think has passed you by right now? Owning your own home? Perhaps you're 70 years old and you've always wanted to own a home. And you think, well, I guess God doesn't want me to have a home because I'd have one by now. Or owning your own business, or beginning your own pottery shop, or an ice cream stand, or singing at the Metropolitan Opera. You think, where did the time go? All these ribbons. What happened? Perhaps you think you'll never heal of depression or grief, or you'll never feel good again, or life is always going to look gray. Will I ever not feel sad in this lifetime? Or finding relief from chronic pain. Maybe your back has been in pain for 40 years. And you've been praying, and you don't know if God really is there, and whether your healing will ever happen. Or finding a mate, even though you're 35, or 75, or 95. Love has no age. Right, Dorothy? You know that to be the truth. You know that to be the truth. Amen. Hallelujah. Being a loving, attractive, sexy, hottie is a God thing. What do you call a really beautiful woman? A goddess, right?
Oh, that's true.
Or a muscular, handsome man is called a Greek god. He's a Greek god. He's Adonis. That god or goddess is waiting for you inside of you to claim that person that you are right now. And if you're looking for that, you have to claim that you are that before you draw that into your life. I think Dorothy Pierce is one of the sexiest women in Unity. You've got it going on, girl. As we say in New York. You're beautiful. And you're hot. You're a hot woman. In that sexy chair there. It doesn't matter if you're in a chair. It doesn't matter where you are. If you feel the Spirit of God within you, you are attractive. And you are hot. Affirm with me, men too. I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am gorgeous.
I am gorgeous.
I am lovable.
I am lovable.
I am hot.
I am hot. I said that was hot. Toilet pipe is smoky.
Do that one again. I am hot.
I am hot.
Yes, you are. That got you right out of the chair, didn't it? You cannot help but get up when the truth is hitting you. You are hot. Yes, you are. If you don't believe that, and some of you I see don't, you weren't even saying it, so I'm not even going, I'm not saying that with you. I'm not going there with you. Some of you are working on it. Some of you sweated a little bit with the idea of saying, I am. How many people never said I am hot before in your life, before now?
Aww.
You are hot. You are so hot. Oh my God.
Not that way.
Can you believe it? And you said it for the first time. You're going to get a date before you leave that room. I am holding you in prayer. Maybe send you a letter. Sorry, but this is natural. Now, for some people, affirming $1 million would be way easier than affirming I am hot, or am I beautiful, I am lovable. I am a beautiful creation of God. Affirm that with me.
I am a beautiful creation of God.
Breathe that in. Really feel that truth. I am a beautiful creation of God. Again.
I am a beautiful creation of God.
Take a breath. And now quieter. Just yourself. I am a beautiful creation of God. I am a beautiful
creation of God.
Already the energy in the room has shifted. We were laughing about being hot and being beautiful, but the truth is you are. You are. And when you let that flow forward, the beauty of who you are, I wish you could all be up here to see you right now, is just everybody's just relaxed into their beautifulness. And it's wonderful to see. It's so exciting. I believe that the biggest block to the flow of God's good, of my good in my life, whether it's having a date or finding an apartment or finding the right job, has always been the lack of joy. Joy absent will cut off your good. Health and strength are blocked when we are depressed and sad about apparently the good not being here. So when you get a diagnosis and you start stressing, you're making it worse. Instead of being in joy and saying, God's at work, God is my health, God is my healing life, I have nothing to be afraid of. You begin the healing process and allow that joy to move forward. Abundance and success are cut off by not getting excited and thrilled with God at work. With the abundance in the universe pouring through you at this very moment. Joy and enthusiasm and zeal are the fuel that we use to keep us going through the times when it feels really barren, where we're going through that valley of the shadow of death. We need that joy. We need that energy and enthusiasm and other people to help us to remember that. That's why we come to Unity every Sunday. To remind ourselves that God is here. And I'm so joyful and so grateful for that realization that I'm one with God, and nothing can keep that from me. Joy and enthusiasm were needed to get the fountains up and running again. Charlotte and the board didn't say fixing the fountain was impossible, did they? Do we have any board members here today? Would you please stand if you're here? Please stand. Don't be shy. Charlotte, please stand. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They found out how much it was going to cost. They sweated. They prayed, I'm sure, and set about to call forth that money that was needed to fix the fountains. They're an important part of Unity Village. No question they needed to be fixed, and they have been. Have you been watching on the cam?
Yes.
And how many of you, I'm like, are you crazy? They're going to finish that in time? It's raining, it's mud, it's Calcutta out there. What are they doing? We're not going to have that ready in time. Charlotte, please, what are you thinking? And it is! It's finished! It's ready! Wow! 7 years later, it took 7 years. You know, 7 Bible numerology is the time of completion on this earthly plane. And they got it done in 7 years. You know, we've missed about, those of us who have been coming back for committee work, or those of us who live here, really have felt like it's a big part of us missing when we come here. It felt so oddly quiet here, wasn't it? And at times we wondered, will this ever be turned on again? I don't know. They're going to have to put, like, maybe parking or something in the middle there. But there is the whole time a divine plan at work for the fountains to come back. We didn't see it, those of us who were looking at it saying, oh my God, there's nothing happening, it's just getting more cracks in it. Divine plan is flowing even though we didn't see it. The divine plan is flowing in your life even though you may not see it at this very moment. You may be wondering, will I ever be healthy again? Will I ever be free of pain? Will I ever be free of debt? Will I ever be free of ministerial school? Another year, oh dear God. Will I ever find a man or woman to trust with my heart again? Will I ever be happy again?
Yes.
The answer is yes, 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 and yes. Yes, absolutely. If you say so with joy and passion and faith, your life will be where you want it to be. You've got to keep at it. It may take 7 years, it may take 10 years, it may take 25 years the way they're going down at ground zero with the new World Trade Center. Everybody needs to build the thing already. But we know there's a divine plan. There's a divine plan at work there. There's a divine plan at work in your life. It isn't that God is making you do anything. To the contrary, your divine plan. There's a powerful and unfailing divine plan already at work that you agreed to before you even showed up on the planet. God doesn't do anything. That's not a God out there. We can say, oh, God doesn't want me to have that. That isn't God. You're not talking about the true God within you. No one, including God, can ever make a child of God in their power do anything you didn't want to do. You are controlling your life. You're telling your life what to do by what the words you're using day after day after day. Life here in 2010 is advanced spiritual learning. You agreed to be here right now to be a healer on the planet. If you're complaining, you forgot that you made an agreement to be here to help heal. With joy, with love, with faith, and with power. We're in unity. Unity people, don't tell anybody else this. Unity people are here to lead the healing of the planet today. We know that. We know that. What gives you great joy is your divine plan of being a healer. And whatever way that shows up for you, whether it's being a singer or selling coffee over at the visitor center, whatever it might be, your job is to be the healer and to bring joy wherever you go.